Thinking back on any of my years in middle school and high school, I can't remember a time when I wasn't involved in Young Life. Young Life created my group of friends. It gave me something more to live for than the world. My favorite memories about Young Life were always at camp. I went to camp every year from 6th grade up until my summer before college. When we signed up to go, our leaders always told us we were signing up for the best week or weekend of our lives. The first time I heard them say this, I thought to myself that there was no possible way a 3 to 7 days at camp could ever be the best few days of my life. Well, they were right. We spent the entire time watching hilarious skits, campers playing silly games, and singing at the top of our lungs in club. We had outdoor activities like hiking, frisbee golf, rock climbing, horseback riding, swimming, etc. The entire trip was filled with joy. On top of all the activities and club, there was a speaker. The speaker came to talk about the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Each speaker came to deliver the same message, that God is an amazing God, who sent his Son to die for our sins in order for us to have a personal and eternal relationship with him. Until I worked at camp in Colorado this past summer, I always thought that everything we did in camp was planned just because the staff wanted us to have a fun time. Yes, that is a reason for all that we do at camp, but this summer I learned that every single thing has a purpose, all down to how the beds are made. It is all down to show the campers the love and power of God that we, as staff members, believe in countless ways. Working on Work Crew, I was able to see this from the other side rather than when I was a camper. Young Life is an international nonprofit Christian organization that seeks out high school students. It bases everything off of the 5 C's: contact work, club, camp, campaigners, and committee. Contact work, in more personal terms, is known as friendship. Adult or college leaders show kids how much they care about these kids' lives by how much time the leaders invest to get to know them. These kids begin to believe in themselves because of the way their leaders believe in them. The second C, club, is one night each week that is seen as a, quote, party with a purpose, end quote, or that is how the Young Life website describes it. It is filled with music, skits, games, and at the end, a leader shares a simple message out of the Bible. The third C is camp. Camp is the, quote, best weekend of your life, end quote. Campaigners, the fourth C, is similar to a Bible study once a week in addition to club. It is a time where leaders can sit on a more personal level with a group of their Young Life kids and talk to them more in depth about the message of God's love. Finally, the last C stands for committee. Young Life is only able to thrive in a committee off of parents who care about their kids. All of these C's make up each aspect of Young Life. I never noticed the 5 C's and their purposes when I attended Young Life Club or camp. I always thought of it as a fun Monday night or a week in the mountains. Working on stuff this summer for a month made me realize each separate C. Now that we are in college, is it over? No. We have the opportunity to be leaders ourselves. It is our turn to invest in someone's life just as we were invested in high school. College life is another branch of Young Life that gets college students involved. Here in Athens, a whole year is dedicated to Young Life in ways we experienced it in high school. It gives college students that didn't have the opportunity to be a part of Young Life in high school a fresh start. College life's purpose is also to help freshmen and transfer students adjust to either a new year of freedom and/or a new school. It helps a group of freshman college students that had Young Life in high school bend into a new life. As the Young Life website states, quote, as the past fades, diversions of the college culture emerge. Alcohol, drugs, eating disorders, pressures to achieve and succeed, as well as alternative lifestyles, can take over the lives of college students, end quote. College life is there to help prevent college students from being sucked into the stereotypes of college. It helps continue something that was important and fun in high school, rather than leaving Young Life as a memory of the past. After a year of college life, college students have the opportunity to be leaders for local high schools. It becomes their time to serve, as they have been served and invested in by their leaders from home. Students that decide they want to do this then have the opportunity to go to club, campaigners, and camp with their new high school kids. If you ever participated in Young Life in high school, why make it a memory? why not continue it in college? College life shows you a different perspective of young life. It gives you the opportunity to be a leader to kids in high school. It is your turn to watch them grow in their walk of faith, just as your leaders watched you.